Yeah, I'm conflicted because I feel very happy to be here today, and so I want to like goof around and stuff. And then there's the other half that like once we start talking about it, I'm gonna get really upset.
Well, the thing about the Roe versus Wade is like we all knew it was coming,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not a total shock. But so here, the Supreme Court voted 5-4 to overturn Roe versus Wade. Okay, the specific case was voted 6-3. However, one justice, John Roberts, did not vote in favor of overturning. So I'm confused. How did it end? Is it 6-3 or 5-4?
So
6-3.
the case that was under examination that led to it being overturned was Roberts voted in favor with all the other conservative judges. But then there was a further judgment of whether this overturned the Roe precedent, and he said that this was not sufficient to overturn the Roe. So he, in that case, sided with the dissenters, but they still had the majority.
You know what's funny? John Roberts, he's the head justice. He was like appointed by Bush. He's like a class of conservative, and you can just see like these new the new guys in there, the three that Trump appointed. There are literally fucking cult. They're part of they're Christian fascists. I mean, genuinely and truly, they are. And you can see John Roberts, the old school conservative, is like, this doesn't overturn Roe versus Wade. But these fucking
It's hard
Christian
for me to
fascists-
follow this whole.
There was one Republican that voted not to overturn Roe versus Wade.
But it's still 6-3, right? The vote.
With his vote, it was 5-4. But obviously, that is still enough for it to be overturned.
You know, it's hard not to be mad at Ruth Gator Ginsburg.
For
Gator?
For dying.
No, for not fucking
For not
stepping
retiring.
the fuck down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn, what's with old people need to fucking go away
wait,
with a little dignity, man.
The Supreme Justices, they can step down.
Yes,
Yeah, they can retire at any time.
Well, usually they do it strategically. So like,
Mm-hmm.
she, when Obama was president, had the opportunity. She was sick. She had cancer. She was in the hospital. She was old as fuck. And so usually what happens is they'll strategically step down when a Democrat is president so he can appoint someone. And what happened is she's like, nah, I'm going to serve. I'm going to keep fucking serving because I am fucking, I'm tired of old people fucking ruining this country. That's all that's happening. Just walk away with some grace and dignity, lady. You know, she worked so hard. She achieved so much in her life. And then, like, if she would have just, you know, retired with some grace, this shit, all this shit wouldn't be happening.
Really?
No. No.
Well, that's fucked.
Yeah, we would have a sane justice in there. And this, you know, 5-4 would be 5-4 the other way.
I don't get the Supreme Court. It's a scam.
It is. We were talking about it yesterday. It's so fucking stupid. The lifetime appointments.
The lifetime thing. It's such a scam.
No, it's horrible. And now these Christian fascists are going to be on the court for like 50 years apiece. They're all super young. And there's but what that dude said, Clarence, whose wife is an insurrectionist, he wrote in his opinion that he thinks that they should re-examine the court rulings that protect gay marriage and making contraceptives legal.
Yeah, this is just the beginning, obviously.
So like it's insane, bro. I don't know. If you're in a red state, you're just gonna be fucked. That's
I have
all
to
there is
say,
it.
I'm fresh off of giving birth and being pregnant, so it really hits close to me, and I'm just like furious with every inch of my body. Like I could not go through that against my wishes. Never, ever. It's impossible. You can't go through that if you don't want to do it. It takes such a toll on you. It's hard beyond like anything you can explain. Obviously, your whole body goes through so much, and it'll never be the same too afterwards. And then you have a whole life that you created.
Well, and that's
And that's only the beginning of it. There's so much to talk about it. It's just insane.
well, that's ignoring if you were raped by your dad or something
Yes.
horrific too. And a
Again,
lot of red
yes.
states are being like, nope, Even some rates of states, like, if you might die, you still have to give birth, right? I mean, there's some that are being that extreme about it.
And then for this to come off of after the elementary school shooting,
Yeah,
and it's like, where is that energy to protect those kids?
they don't give a fuck.
That doesn't exist. But let's protect unborn, unwanted babies. Unwanted. If the parent doesn't want it, who's gonna raise that child? Who's gonna do that
It's all
work?
based on like the one, like it's this like newborn Christians are like, I wanted to get an abortion, but I ended up giving birth, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. It's like, shut up, bitch.
Okay,
good for you.
Good for you. I don't give two fucks about you.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with me and my body?
I'm happy for you and your dumb fucking kid, who's probably gonna be a school shooter himself, with a mom like you freak ass Jesus fuck. I tell you what,
Yeah.
Jesus rot people's brains faster than goddamn fentanyl. You can do a little Jesus, that's fine. You know, like a microdose of Jesus is dope.
Right, microdose religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A microdose just
Nothing
to
wrong with
feel,
that.
just to feel the energy.
I mean, a lot of people I know are, I would probably describe that. Like,
Microdose?
yeah.
Yeah.
They dabble in it. They believe in the core values, but they're like good-hearted people, and they don't seek out like forcing me to get pregnant.
Yeah, if you take too much Jesus or God in general, then you're gonna have a bad trip. It's just the so here. This is what I want to read. This is the really scary part. So, Clarence, again, who I can't emphasize enough, we talked about yesterday. His wife is literally an insurrectionist. She was in favor of overthrowing the election in favor of Trump. She is a fucking Christian fascist herself. And he's on the Supreme Court. He should be impeached just for that. Should have recused himself. But here, so Clarence says we need to look at Griswold versus Connecticut. This is basically the constitutional protection for married couples to buy and use contraceptives without government restriction. Now, why the fuck would you want the government to intervene in contraceptives, you sick freaks? So he wants to make contraceptives illegal. He goes, and then Lawrence versus Texas, he wants to re-examine that. Sanctions of criminal punishment for those who commit sodomy. Just being gay?
Gay sex, essentially.
So he wants to make gay sex illegal? Potentially? In red states?
Uh-huh.
He really said we should examine this one?
Uh-huh.
Did he rationalize that at all, or did he just say I want to look at these ones?
Well, their rationale is always, well, not always. When it's convenient, their rationale is always that the federal government shouldn't be the ones making these decisions, and it should be left to the states, except when it's not. Like
except
the
when it's
decision,
guns, like in
except
New
when
York.
it's guns. Exactly. That's what I was about to say.
Fucking hypocrite, fucks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he wants to make gay sex illegal. Oh, there's a lot of straight couples that enjoy sodomy as well, I will say.
Yeah, I believe sodomy technically is any sexual act other than like missionary sex, basically.
It's just butt sex, no?
Anal sex.
No, I think oral sex is considered sodomy as well, like dictionary definition.
It's oh, you're right. It says sexual intercourse involving anal or oral.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Clarence, you don't want any more blowjobs? What the fuck?
And it's a sexual dance.
Dude, you guys are going to hell, bro. I swear
None
to
of the
God.
people that make the rules are gonna live by the rules. By the way,
Hell no.
Yeah.
Republicans, those
they got a private
those
island.
Christian fascists be getting abortions like a damn Tic Tacs, popping those shit with all their mistresses. And then finally, Obergefell versus Hodges, he wants to take another look at. The fundamental right to marry is guaranteed to same-sex couples by both the Due Process Clause and the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. So he wants to undo that one as well.
Cool.
And I mean, if that happens, if they really go that route, then
So like we live in a democratic area.
yeah,
What are
blue
the
state.
chances? Yeah, blue state. What are the chances?
Nothing will change here.
Or not democratic? I mean,
Blue
yeah,
state.
yeah, no chance.
No, nothing will change here. But
What about Mr. fucking Caruso?
he's the LA mayor. He can't do shit. You know? But no, nothing will change in California. But if you go to Texas, for example, or some fuck ass Oklahoma, then they're going to be like, they'll be like, no abortions, no gay sex, no gay marriage, but as many guns as you want. That's going to be the utopian, conservative utopia.
Here are so these states that are highlighted are the ones that already have what they call trigger laws regarding abortion.
They're ready to go.
Yeah, so essentially have, as of today, have implemented that. So there are 22 states with such laws.
Well, the most extreme of them makes it like super illegal for anyone to do it. Women who are at risk of dying, or the baby's at risk,
That's
or
what this
the baby's
super chat right now said.
the baby is born with like extreme health conditions and is not likely to die, or even if the baby is stillborn.
This one, yeah, I read this donation. I'll
You read it. It's hard to find.
Okay, I got pregnant at 16, and unfortunately, the baby had no heartbeat. It was considered an abortion to have it removed. This is going to kill women.
Yeah. Yes, it's going to kill women and destroy lives. But at the end of the day, you really are just talking about someone's control over their own fucking body. I mean, it's insane. It's insane.
And it's only affecting women.
Sarah donated $10. Thank you. I work in PEDS cardiology. We see fetuses who have serious congenital disease who will not live outside of the womb. Those moms want the babies but get abortions because it's what's best for the kid. And now, these babies are going to be born into a short life of pain and misery for them and the family. It'll be illegal. I mean, what the fuck are we doing, dude?
So can all the normal people who don't believe in this shit move out of those states, and then can all those people in those states own guns and just like shoot each other, and then do we clear the problems that way?
Well,
people can leave if they want, but it's not that easy, especially if you're poor.
Yeah, I mean, California is very fucking expensive.
New York, most of the Democratic states are really expensive.
And just moving itself is disruptive, and maybe
expensive.
you have family or connections to your home that you don't necessarily want to leave. You like that state otherwise,
it's not easy.
Yeah.
Well, what's really crazy is that the majority of people, I'm talking like a vast majority of people, are not in favor of this shit throughout the country, and that's why it's Christian fascism.
Just like with the gun control.
Yeah, totally. It's Christian fascism in that it's a minority of radical fucking freaks that are having this country in a stranglehold.
I just don't understand it, because even Israel, who is a country that is the government is half religious, it's not completely secular, you can do abortions. Like, this is considered very primitive, even in Israel.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
20